Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Brooklyn Barons and the Portland Snowhawks. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Barons and the Portland Snowhawks. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Portland team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, our visitors, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. One of the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They give it off here to the tight end. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And they'll send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward, bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are visitors to take over on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they just held them to a field goal. So to them, that was an almost complete performance because, you know, when you really shut someone out, that's complete. But that's pretty darn good, isn't it?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they ask their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On first down, Scott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying, thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Down, 90 Wolf. Coming to you.
They'll run on 1st down. Meredith, and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 2nd down, Meredith. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Go! 60-yard.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Johnson's got it complete. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Looking to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Tighten up, ready?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, Meredith. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll set up to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, man, watch the boot. Get.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know how he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him? Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Check tight.
2nd and long. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Break. Get it. Clear.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. At the 4, here's second and goal.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Speed trip.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. It's going the other way. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, baby. We got it.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On the ready.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So here are visitors to take over on offense, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Usually the big fella is a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on first down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll try the left side. It's McDonald, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So here's the home side to take over on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On the left side, it's McDonald. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they bring out their punter. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So here are visitors to take over on offense and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side. No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 17-3. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now heading back out there, here's the defense. And they have forced now 4 turnovers, Mr. Davis. How have they been so effective?
It's hard to get a read on them if you're on offense because they're coming from different angles, different formations, different looks. But bottom line is, if I'm the defensive coordinator, anything on my play sheet appears to be working right now. You point it out all the time when we call games. Once they get that first one, it becomes a frenzy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's snowballed here in this one. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Come on, set.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll set up a throw.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he will find his man on the outside. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's just me and you. It's just me. Ready?
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And let's get this. Get this.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will get the lead up to 14. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here. Completes this one to Meredith. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Oh, what a move. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's our time. It's our time.
On first down, Scott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
70, Indy.
They'll run on first down. Nickerson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go again. Check 43.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll set up to throw. Got an open man. It's Scott. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
On first down, Nickerson. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
And they'll send out their punter now. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And taken right on the 30. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Get it. Go.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
2nd and 11. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 11. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll look to throw here. And, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
At the 13-yard line.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now this time he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team. He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
7 yards there and a 1st down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
60 outlaw.
In your face.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me.